What is good, y'all? SGG Game, man. It's your boy SmooveGotGame back with another Indianapolis Colts rebuild video, baby. If you guys are enjoying, please show that love and support so we can go out to more people, man. Road to 1K as we continue to go along this series. And I told you guys today we're hitting y'all with a two-piece, trying to get along in the series just a little bit farther, as we will be taking on not only the Miami Dolphins, but also the Los Angeles Rams in this video, trying to further our season along and get even farther ahead of those Jaguars, who are this year playing a little bit stronger. They're 4-1, we're 4-1. So we got to create that separation before the end of the year gets here. Otherwise, those games are going to mean something. Now, of course, before we get in, we got a couple of minor upgrades here. Zach Moss getting a little upgrade as halfback 2. Going to a 76 overall. I believe his contract is up this year. So trying to decide if we want to keep him around or let some of the younger guys get some burn, as well as Dale Odobingo, who I'm pretty sure I want to maybe take over that right end role. He's a very good finesse rusher who has the ability to block shed. So it means he got the ability to run stop as well. 76 overall, and he's a younger guy. So could get to look at him starting here maybe in the end of the season when the games start to count a little bit less. But of course, we got this high-powered, very fast Miami Dolphins offense that we're going to have to go ahead and contend with today, man. The receiving core is great. The running back room is excellent. And the quarterback play, a little bit slightly more than the game manager, man. So we're going to have to have our work cut out for us against Tua here and bounce back from our game last week where Anthony Richardson threw for 4 interceptions and 3 touchdowns. So going to look to limit the turnovers, get back into the win column here as the team was in a little bit of trouble. But now we got to go ahead and come back and fight for our lives against Tua, who has 9 touchdowns, 1 interception, by the way. The interception rates are going crazy for some of the top quarterbacks in the league. They just do not turn the ball over, it seems like. And today we're going to look to see if we can go ahead and change that around for them here as they get started on the ground with Devon Archine. Never could figure out how to say that man's last name, but I'm pretty sure it's Achine. We're going to see plenty of him out of the backfield. One thing I do notice is a lot of teams do stop running the ball against us after we're going to stuff it up a couple times. So that's what we're going to look to do here. Keep him in the backfield, rough him up, and then maybe we can get to it to throw some of those interceptions that we know he's good for. Blackman had his eyes on the swivel. Might have been able to get that one. Instead, he'll satisfy himself with the tackle, but not before Miami gets into our territory up at the 25-yard line. Going trips to the left, hand off to Chine up the middle, and he gets locked up for a short gain of 3 yards there. Still on the outside of the red zone, looking in. Tua drops back. Pocket looks decently clean until it's not. DeForest Buckner, not too many times he'll go back there and get a sack, but this time able to get around the guard and get into that backfield for his first sack of the game. Not too many sacks on the season either. I wouldn't be surprised if that was his first on the season. I'm not going to lie to you, but he really doesn't go back there for sacks that often. We look for him more for run support. But here he stuffs up the drive for us, makes Miami have to settle for just 3, and he'll give us our ball for our first chance here on offense. It's Richardson starting out with the triple option here. We'll toss it out to Jonathan Taylor, who has a plenty of running room at the sideline, going all the way up the field and getting taken out of bounds at the 32. Huge 48-yard rush to start off the game. And you can tell what we're going to be leaning on here today is we're going to go right back to the ground game. Possibly could have went outside of Michael Pittman's block there for more. Instead, we will get knocked down there at the 23. And why even change things up? Go right back to him as the running lane was open there again. And Quentin Nelson just held on a little bit tighter. Might have been able to get around that and go to the end zone. But we're still not done with Jonathan Taylor. 4 straight plays, 4 straight rushes. And he stiff arms his way through the tackle and gets us up to the 4-yard line. Every bit of these yards have come by way of Jonathan Taylor. So here we'll go to his backup, Zach Moss, fresh off an upgrade, as Taylor was tired there. And we let Moss go and get his touchdown in here for the game. Something he doesn't do too often, but does satisfy us enough there to get the 4 yards that we need and give us the ball right back on offense as the defense finally decided to lock up Miami. 1st and 10 on our side of the field. After the big play, Richardson finding Taylor in the backfield. He shrugs off one, slips past the 2nd and 3rd defender, jukes a 4th, and finally gets taken down. Looks like with the help of his teammate Josh Downs, as he was there on the play too as well. As here we'll drop back under the center. Throw goes out just at the feet of Alec Pierce. And unfortunately, we'll have to settle for our 3-2 as well. But that'll basically be how the first quarter of this game goes. 10-3. You guys aren't sure we are much faster pace here in these games when we are squeezing 2 in. Not really showing off the drives too much where nothing's going on, but when we do see it, there's plenty of action on the field here as Achine Goes off again for a huge run and puts him immediately at the 6-yard line. Thankfully, we had one guy there in protection, and I don't know how that's not at least a fumble. Jalen Waddle caught the ball for maybe all of a half a second and got that ball knocked loose. So how it's not a fumble, incomplete pass, or something, I don't know. But just like that, Miami ties up the game and gets the ball back after stopping us. And they're going to look to lean back on this running game, see if they can get lucky again, and they almost do. Almost broke that one to the left side this time. Tua will sit back in an empty set here. Throw goes out to his tight end. Easy catch and grab. Getting the first. Then we look here, 3rd and 11. He's in that mode. He's trying to get him a first down here, and he will find his tight end yet again. That's Cole Kmet now on Miami's team. Not exactly what I would think of if we're going for a speedy team here, but that's all. You always have Tyreek Hill over the middle, one-on-one with the linebacker on a go route. You knew how that was going to end. Safety help couldn't get over in time to help out Manny Bell. And just like that, we actually have our first lead for Miami here in the game, as they're now up 17-10. Gotta help this Colts team can answer right back. We do not want to see them lose yet another game. Gotta get back on track here with our winning ways. Start this winning streak back up again as Richardson will roll out, fire on the run. That's Josh Downs with the catch, holding on to the grab and being taken down at the 46. Looks like they are going to go hurry up here. 2 minutes left to go in the first half here, only a minute 33. So they're trying to score here without having to use any of those timeouts that they have. They do have all 3. But Jonathan Taylor gets us enough to get the first down. They're going no huddle yet again, running this tempo offense. Richardson drops it back, looking, fires it before taking a big hit there and gets taken down for no gain. We come back 3rd and 10 here. I see pancakes all over the offensive line, and pancakes lead to wide open passes up the field as Michael Pittman Jr. gets taken down at the 29-yard line. Going out of bounds too as well, stops the clock, saves us with a timeout here. On 2nd and 10, we go right back to Jonathan Taylor, pushing us forward just a little bit here. Still electing to not use any of the 3 timeouts, saving them here as we finally dip under 40 seconds to go. Anthony Richardson will roll to his right. Pocket is looking clean. He will throw on the run and finds Josh Downs with the catch. Gets hit so that he knocks out of the end zone, but it will give us the ball at the 2-yard line. I think his foot got out of bounds, or maybe not. They called timeout there. But it doesn't matter how else they did it. Its clock stopped, and Jonathan Taylor rushes his way in to go to top this ball game before half. Great, phenomenal 2-minute offense there. Able to go and answer that score right back from Miami and go into this halftime tied up 17-17. See, the snaps are about even here, 31-26. We're keeping the ball pretty even, pass and rush splits, whereas Miami is passing mostly. And here goes all the games around the league as everybody has finished up their games. Tennessee beat lost to Las Vegas 21-35. I see the Texans beat the Chargers 21-17, and the Jaguars ended up losing to Denver 24-17, which is good. That'll put them at a 5-2 record here. So if we can get the win, we'll extend our lead a little bit farther and won't be tied any longer. Some other scores around the league, though. You see Detroit destroyed Cleveland. I see Tampa Bay destroying New York. Right there, they're highlighting Kansas City and Baltimore, where they got destroyed 35-24. So some pretty high-scoring games around the whole league. And we'll see if we can blow out Miami in a similar fashion here as we go into the second half. Starting off like we did our first possession, triple option. Getting us a nice 9-yard gain here, 2nd and 1. Play action fake here to Jonathan Taylor. Looking all day to throw. Lobs it up deep and it gets knocked down. Max McCain was open down the field. Not able to make anything shake there with it though as it gets tipped down. So it'll be 3rd and 1. So Richardson making a lot of adjustments at the line of scrimmage here. Hands it off to Taylor and he gets locked up in the backfield. They send a blitz in that time. Actually, it was just cover 1. I guess everybody kind of just predicted the run there on 3rd and short, which I guess is smart. Playing against us, but it looks like Anthony Richardson saw something he liked. He wanted to call the hurry up here. 4th and 3. They need the first, otherwise Miami has great field position here. Throw goes out quickly, and Josh Downs drops the pass. We've seen him sell on those a lot more recently, and did lead to Miami only able to pick up 3. So shout out to the defense for holding strong. And we're going back to our offense, trying to get back the points that we lost here, and that's going to be a great first play. Richardson 9 for 21, so the completion percentage back to where it was last year. But at least he's getting the ball down the field here as he rolls out to the right, throws it before going out of bounds, and finds a wide open Josh Downs in space, getting us into goal territory. 1st and 10 at the 10. Richardson's going to roll out to his right, throws it on the run, finds Downs, and this time he will hold on to my rock. Great play, Josh Downs. He's been phenomenal all season long as he goes in and pump fakes us with the spike, shakes his hands, and gives us our lead right back, man. It's 24-20. Ending the quarter here, the 3rd quarter, going into the final quarter of play against Miami. They're putting up a very strong game. They're looking good on offense. The defense has held us to very little. But here we go back with the Colts on hold. Starting off the 4th quarter here. Throw goes out to Josh. I don't know what I almost called him Josh Dobbs. Josh Downs with the catch there, getting us enough for the first. And then Anthony Richardson with the read option play here, following it up. Actually will get tackled and go down with an injury as he's grabbing the ankle. Sitting on the table, getting it worked out, so doesn't go back to the tunnel, thankfully. But we'll have to see what kind of injury that does. So that'll bring in backup quarterback, newly signed free agent Tyler Huntley. And the first thing he does is come in and run the triple option to perfection, getting that out to Jonathan Taylor. The playmaker goes up the field, and Naruto runs into the end zone. I didn't even know he watched anime like that, but we're going to let it slide as we roll our boat gently to the lead. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. As we are up 2 scores here against Miami in the 4th quarter. And it actually is an ankle bruise, so he can return soon. I think we're going to let Huntley just stay in until he's ready, though. Don't want to risk a longer multi-game injury there with our star quarterback. And it looks like we don't even need him as Franklin gets the interception here about midway through the 4th. As you can see, we are up 34-20 now, and that interception should more than be enough to go and put them away. Richardson back in the game now, fully healthy here. We'll just hand this rock off as we try to trip this clock as much as possible. Still 6 minutes to go. We're only up 14, so I mean, turnovers could cause them to come back. I don't know what it is about the CPU too. End of quarter or end of half and end of game, they are completely unstoppable from what I've been able to tell. Like, you'll be stopping them all game and then let it be a 2-minute drill. All of a sudden, no defense that you call will work. Nobody's getting penalties, turnovers. Somebody's always open. Somebody's blowing coverage. So I'm trying not to give them that chance, and I'm trying to take out as much of this 6 minutes as possible to keep them just at 20 points here. But that's kind of hard when you leave my man Richardson wide open to the corner as he gets knocked out of bounds. Clock will stop there since he did go out in the final quarter. 4:15 to go. Throw just goes out to Pittman Jr. for an easy touchdown grab, man, to go and increase this lead up. Give us 41-20 here, 21-point lead. And Miami running their no-huddle offense here, trying to make the score look a little bit better. Down 21, though, I would say this game is just about done. Unless, of course, some true magic is able to happen here. Great pass over the middle. If they can score before the 2-minute warning, I guess it's still somewhat possible, especially going for twos. So drop back for Tua. He'll roll out to his left, fires it to his wide-open running back there, and he gets out of bounds to preserve at least a timeout or the 2-minute warning timeout. Tight formation here, 2-by-2. Tua, throw, goes to Vince Anthony. Way to read it. He saw the flat route coming, saw Tua's eyes, and just followed him. And now he's going all the way back. The 15-10-5 touchdown as he just tweens his way into the end zone. Vince Anthony, second-year corner, making big-time plays. And he gets his first interception and pick 6 of the season to go ahead and put that final dagger into Miami. Put the Dolphins out of their misery. Someone call Peter as we're going to the crib on this team with a huge victory. And the Colts come into Miami Hard Rock Stadium and leave here with a W. Man, I can't say I'm more proud of this team. I wish we could finish out games. As you see, they did manage to still somehow go. I told y'all, somehow at the end of games, they're unstoppable. There was like obviously less than 2 minutes to go. They were still able to go on the field and score another touchdown to make it 27. But hey, we ended up winning the game by 21 points here, 48-27, 55% completion percentage for Anthony Richardson. So I'm very proud of that. You can see 24 points in that fourth quarter. That quarter alone could have won it for us almost, obviously, except for that last second touchdown that they scored. But phenomenal job on offense and defense from the team here. 5 for 7 in the red zone. We're pretty happy with that, especially with 4 of those being touchdowns. Time of possession pretty even off for both teams, 25 compared to 22 minutes. But Richardson, 16 for 29, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. So he really helped correct that 4 interception game he just came off of, while intercepting Tua twice here today. Still giving up 3 touchdowns though, so we got to limit that on the pass defensive side. Jonathan Taylor, 155 and 2 touchdowns on his own, a chain. 5.7 yards a carry there with 75 yards, only 13 attempts. They probably could have ran it with him more and had more success, as he also was helping on the pass game with 52 receiving yards. Josh Downs, though, huge game for him. 7 for 112 and a touchdown, despite that only drop. That wasn't a clutch moment for us, but he did back it up with a phenomenal game behind that. Pittman Jr., 67 and a touchdown, 2 as well. And then defensively, see Zaire Franklin was all over the field today. 9 tackles, 4 of them solo. 4 TFLs for DeForest Buckner, going back to his TFL King ways. A sack for Quiddy, Sampson, EJ, and DeForest Buckner. So shout out to all of them getting their sacks in the backfield. And the other interception came where Zaire Franklin and Vince Anthony getting it done for us, and a whole bunch of upgrades after, of course, that dominant victory. You got to have some upgrades. We have backup offensive lineman getting upgrades here, and Toby Tyson getting an agility upgrade there. This is one of his worst skills. Backup offensive lineman Blake Freeman for right tackle. Of course, going to upgrade that pass protector. Got to get better at keeping our quarterback upright. He gets +1 to his pass block power. Manny Bell, phenomenal job in the season. I mean, obviously gave up the touchdown, but that was to Tyreek Hill. If he had been able to cover it, I would have probably given him a pay raise, gone and restructured his contract to give him more money, because that was a tough task that I asked him to do. So I feel bad about that. Should have the safety over top to help out. That's completely on coach. Vince Anthony here with that huge pick system at the end of the game. Plays phenomenal coverage. Still has his mental lapses from here to there, and I'm not sure why with how good his man coverage is. But hopefully this helps. +5 boost to his awareness, which already is decently low for him. I mean, 89 man coverage, 80 zone, 84 press, 90 speed could also factor into it. But now his awareness is up to 78. So hopefully as his awareness gets up, maybe he'll be able to stop having those mental lapses sometimes, considering how good he is in man and press coverage. Anthony Richardson, you've seen him make great strides in his accuracies this season. Throwing the run and under pressure are still decently low, and obviously can't upgrade throw power too much often. So just going to go with like an improviser upgrade here to try to work on throw under pressure and throw on the run if we can. Okay, give me a +1 to at least the throw under pressure. I'll take it. So that'll lead us straight into game 2, man, as we are back home to take on the Los Angeles Rams, playing in front of our home fans yet again after a phenomenal win. They want to see that same level of offense here in this game, and we're going to look to provide exactly that to them. Sean McVay, still coach of the Rams, still leading his way through, and they have that quarterback CJ Moreland, not a rookie, but we will be looking to treat him like one. Defensively, we need to be on his behind all game, so that way we can make the plays happen when necessary. So here, obviously starting with our favorite play here, the triple option. We'll toss it out to Jonathan Taylor. No team is able to stop this to perfection, as we do make the play to get up 27 yards out the gate. Staying in the pistol here, but this time looking to pass. Throw goes out. That's Josh Downs, and he gets the... See, how does that help? Y'all remember the play from last time when we knocked the ball out of Jalen Waddle's hands, and probably a little bit quicker than that, and they still awarded him with a touchdown, but we couldn't get a catch on that? I'm just saying, maybe it's a rule though. Like as soon as you touch the ball and cross the end zone line, it's a touchdown regardless. But then that wouldn't explain when fumbles happen. I don't know. But 3rd and 14 here, after we were not able to go ahead and pick up any yards, we will have to punt on our opening drive against the Rams. That was pretty good locked up coverage. Aaron Donald will be a bully all day that we have to worry about. And now on defense, we have to worry about CJ Moreland. 1,200 yards, 8 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. He's been playing pretty good. You know, not turning the ball over, not too many touchdowns or, too big of yardage here. So it looks like more of a game manager situation too as well, just doing what he needs to. Obviously, he's got Puka Nakayu. I still can't say that man's name. Obviously, he's got him to throw to, though. Got a great running back there. I think Kyron Williams is still on the squad here. So we'll be looking to go and stop them too, along with Cooper Kupp here, as he drops that pass there to make them go 3 and out as well to get this ball back on offense here. And we have great field position here at about midfield. Throw goes out. That's Tutu Atwell making the great play. Great juke move as he's able to avoid defenders to get us the first down. And he's played phenomenal the times that we've had him come onto the field and make his handful of catches. 3rd and 1. Throws it off balance before he gets hit. Goes into the dirt, unfortunately, and 4th and 1 this close. You know we're being aggressive and going for it. It's short. Why not? Pittman Jr. goes in and makes the catch and gets dumped into another man's lap, actually, as I don't know if he ever actually touched dirt. But it will lead us to a 1st and 10 here, and the drive will keep moving in the red zone. Throw goes out quick to Kyle Pitts as he is back into the game, coming back from his injury as well this season. Finally back in the open roster, so we'll see how much he is utilized today, how much he's been missed. Throw goes to the back corners. There's a one-handed grab, but unfortunately could not get the feet in, as that would have been nice for Michael Pittman Jr. There on the one-handed grab. So we'll just go to Josh Downs instead to go ahead and make the secure catch and get us our first touchdown in the game, as well as increase this lead. So shout out to Josh Downs there with the big touchdown grab, getting us up 7-0. You can see here we're midway through the second, as it's been pretty quiet from both offenses here today. Interceptions going on, punts back and forth, not necessarily 3 and outs, but drives that are ending up getting stalled out here, as you see CJ going up the middle, and he runs right past Manny Bell before sliding down. A little bit risky there if Manny had been able to make contacts. That just shows the blatant disrespect on the youngin, as here he goes and throws this one-on-one up top, and that is John Peppers, the rookie, in coverage on Puka, and was not able to make the play. Just testing the young guys out all day today, like he's not young too, as he does it yet again here to Vince, and this works out in his favor again. 3rd and 1 from the 1. CJ goes under center here. He'll drop back, throw it out to his tight end, and that is an easy play into the end zone. Sinclair will go ahead and make the grab. You see Puka Nacua will go down with an injury on that play, so we'll have to see if he returns back to the game and keeps making the impact that he was making. As now it's time for our offense here near the end of the second quarter. About 3 minutes to go. We're trying to go ahead and take this lead back before we go into halftime. Throw goes deep down the field. That's Kyle Pitts making the play. And see what happens when our starter gets back in. We saw a similar pass like that to Max McCain that ended up getting intercepted in that 4-interception game a couple games ago. Now we're seeing Kyle Pitts make the play. Just a difference in skill gaps there between the rookie and the seasoned veteran. 2nd and 6. We'll actually see them go under center here, which is something they don't do too often. Throw will go out late here to Josh Downs, who has plenty of room to run up the field, and will get taken down at the 14-yard line. Backing up a little bit to go to the pistol. Handoff to the outside. Jonathan Taylor, wide open room to the left. Trucks his way forward and stiff arms himself through another linebacker. Big body, strong run to get into the end zone. Almost dribbled the first linebacker to the ground. Thankfully, his teammate came over and helped him, but also dragged him into the end zone. We did miss the extra point, but we will go into the halftime with the lead. 13-7 here. Once again, plays being split pretty even, 36-30. We'll get a look here as we are more midday here. Not the Monday night game, but see Jacksonville, actually 4-2, not 5-2, my bad, is up right now on Seattle, though, 21-6, looking like they could be 5-2. Behind Kirk Cousins, 3 passing touchdowns here today. So that team is looking pretty impressive. Detroit and Las Vegas, as Detroit is up right now 10-0. Raiders got to do something to keep that one loss at a 1 loss, but Detroit is looking very, very strong. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 5 catches, 57 yards already through the first half. And then down in Houston, they're taking on Arizona and up 14-7. About to go into halftime. CJ Stroud has only missed 1 pass today, 110 yards and a touchdown already to Tank Dell. And we'll have to see if that game does end up getting turned around or what happens with it. I didn't see Tennessee, so I don't know if they're a later game or if they're on bye. But we'll keep eyes down below and see if we see their game pop up. As here coming fresh out of halftime, Matt Gay kicks it off deep, and that is going to be a tackle for, never mind, that's not going to be a tackle at all, as he's got nothing but green grass in front of him. That will be a kick return for a touchdown, Patrick Armstrong. Got to be what, like the 4th or 5th receiver on the depth chart, gets into the end zone for them, takes the halftime kickoff back, and just like that, without any time kind of running off, they not only have the lead, 14-13, since we missed the extra point, they also have the ball back here. Midway through the third, still offense has been quiet for both sides, but now we're seeing the Rams start to move the ball a little bit. Leaning on running back Kyron Williams. As here we go, 1st and 10, empty set, throws it over towards Kyron, but not before getting intercepted by Pierre Collins. He's going to take it up the sideline with room to go and finally gets taken down out of bounds, but not before getting that big time interception. Great play there. There was straight manned up coverage went with the underneath coverage and relied on his jumping ability to go make the play there, and ended up working in his favor. And not only that, gives us the ball in great field position. So at the 22-yard line, we do throw this out to Josh Downs yet again, trying to get his way into the end zone, but we'll be stopped at the 3. As Richardson 15 for 29 today, been keeping the completion percentage up, and goes with a read option play here on 3rd and goal, and he'll get into the end zone himself with his own legs. And we're going to go for 2 here to recover for that field goal that we missed. Richardson will do this from under center. Big time blitz coming in, of course. And we get it out to Michael Pittman Jr. though in the one-on-one coverage. It looked like there was a linebacker on him. It looked like I said number 50. As that is completely disrespectful. And we actually get them ball back here at the end of the 3rd quarter. Looking to make something happen here going into the 4th. Still up 21-14. The offense is starting to get moving. Taylor over 100 yards rushing today with that read option attempt up the middle. Going to stay in the pistol formation here too as well. Hand off to him to the left side. Good block there by Quentin Williams. Good break tackle there. Before getting taken down at the 48, we are on our side of the field. Finally looking to go put up some more points. Triple option here, and there's a flag down the field. We'll toss it out to get the first down easily, but how early it was in the play, there could only be one thing it could be. And there it is, holding on the offense, man. Quentin Nelson wasn't even involved in the play because we went right. I don't know why my left guard is holding, but it is what it is. And now here on the run, we'll throw it out to Kyle Pitts, and look at him turn nothing into something there. A short little flat route turns into a 1st and 20 play. Go getter as we go and get the first down after the holding penalty there. It's 1st and 10 out the 36-yard line. Going right back to the run game. Jonathan Taylor trying to evade tacklers and does get taken down, but not before reaching the first down marker. Play action fake here. Throw goes right over the middle. That's Michael Pittman Jr. catching it and taking a hard hit, but not without holding on to my rock. We are in goal territory now. 1st and goal at the 7. Throw will go out late. That is Josh Downs yet again making the play. How many times have we seen this man get into the end zone this year? I was going to say in the series, but in this year. Really showing improvement, especially down there in the red zone, and becoming somebody that we can trust, especially when the game is on the line, which is going to become important for the postseason run. Now here, we're going back on defense. Midway through the 4th quarter, the Rams need to score here. And that's the ideal situation for the first 2 plays that the Colts need. DeForest Buckner in the backfield, incomplete pass there on the blitz on the screen pass. And then sending in even more pressure on 3rd, and he gets the pass off too wild. CJ not able to connect with his receiver on the wheel route that time. It is 4th and 13 here. They need to get this first, or else it'll give us the ball in great field position. He's going to roll to his left, plant his feet, throw it back over, and that is Brent's in coverage. And I think that is Puka back into the game, making the play there to get him the first down and keep their drive moving. CJ's going to look to keep passing. Goes out to his right, avoiding DeForest Buckner. Finds his receiver wide open, and the blocks are getting set up. That is a big-time score from the 50. Enrique Seawright, the rookie receiver that they drafted. Rookie-to-rookie connection as he ends up making the play here to bring them back within 1 score. It's 28-21. 5 minutes to go left in the game. We got to get this run game popping so we can eat up as much of this clock as possible. Third and 9 here, though, after the runs were getting stopped. Only about 3:50 to go here. We're going to go with the pass to Michael Pittman Jr. Joking to stay in bounds as he gets tackled, but still getting enough for the first. We have about 3 minutes exactly left to go here on the 1st and 10. Throw goes out to Kyle Pitts. He's making the play and getting taken down. I mean, we can also score and put the dagger in them too as well. So I'm not mad at anything that we decide to do. 1st and 10 here. Hand it off to Jonathan Taylor to the left side. He will get taken down, but not before getting the first yet again and leading us to the 2-minute warning. Rams haven't used any timeouts yet, so the 2-minute warning acting as the first one. Taylor up the middle will get taken down for a gain of 6. We'll stay under center here. Quick little RPO read out there to Josh Downs, who tries to stay in bounds without going out, but the Rams will still use their second timeout anyway. And it's 1st and goal though here. Handoff will go to Jonathan Taylor up the middle. They won't have to use the final timeout, but that should be the dagger that goes ahead and ends it for them, as that'll put us up 2 scores. 1:50 left to go with only 1 timeout. And y'all can see our coach is happy. Sean McVay is upset. And we just came back home to go ahead and start this win streak back up for us, man. 35-28, like I told y'all, they, for whatever reason, are unstoppable in the last seconds of the game. So they managed to go down and drive down very quickly and easily, get the 28th point. They kicked the onside kick. We were able to just run down clock, but we do come out of this with a victory here. 52.6% completion percentage for Anthony Richardson, but not without passing for over 300 yards. So great game by him. And yeah, 14 points for both of us in that fourth quarter. We both kind of turned it up there at the end after having almost no offense for a big majority of the game. But once again, offense does what it needs to do. Defense holding them to only 353 total yards, which I think is very, very impressive, because that's not even just just their offense running and passing. That's the special teams too. So great work from all aspects of the defense. 5 for 5 in the red zone, perfect there. 1 for 1 on 2-point conversions, 4th down conversions, perfect there. And then 20 for 38, 300 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks, which could have limited the turnovers, as Moreland went 3 and 1 in his. But Jonathan Taylor, 164, 2 touchdowns for us, as Anthony Richardson also rushed for a touchdown. And this time, rush defense did what it's supposed to do. As Kyron Williams, terrible game on the ground. C. Wright was their only bright spot with 108 yards and 2 touchdowns as a rookie, so shout out to him. He really balled out today, but Josh Downs matched those 2 touchdowns as well. 6 for 85. Alec Pierce played a big portion of this game, 4 for 42. Kyle Pitts in his first game back, 4 for 82. So we definitely missed him and got everybody involved as much as possible throughout the course of the offense. DeForest Buckner, 2 more CFLs to add to the video total of 6. Adds another sack as well to add to 2 on the video total. Juan Barrett gets him 1. Manny Bell and Sampson both split a half 1. And Pierre Collins got that interception for us to go ahead and wrap up this game for us as we win both games in today's video, getting a couple more upgrades coming out of it. Will Fries, starting right guard, we'll go ahead and get an upgrade here. Now, of course, we need to keep our QB upright. I do not like how low some of our pass blocking stats and abilities are. It'll definitely help with our completion percentage if we're able to block for him a little bit longer. Zaire Franklin, middle linebacker, of course. We want to make sure that he's as good as possible. Better in his coverage, though, too, because, I mean, obviously, he's the one that would stay on the field if we go dime. He's probably the main one that I would want in coverage if we have to go nickel and run man. So definitely want to work on his pass coverage abilities to get it up to par with everything else that he can do. So +2 zone coverage I will take, because that'll boost him up to 70 zone coverage. I like that. Jonathan Taylor getting yet another upgrade. I swear this man's probably gotten the most upgrades out of anybody on the squad here. Love that we got him while he was still young. The regression on this probably won't hit nearly as bad, or he's gonna be good for a good minute in the series too with all the upgrades that he's gotten. So just another elusive upgrade to get him better at our scheme fit. Now, that'll be where the episode ends off here today. Once again, next time out, we will go back with 2 more games here, as it looks like we'll be taking on the AFC West the next video. We have the Raiders, who are 5-2, and the Chiefs, who I believe are either 5-2 or 4-3. So, I mean, I think they're 4-2, actually. I think they've had their bye week already. Taking on the 2 best teams in the AFC West has to offer in one video. What else could be more exciting and better for us, as well as we have Mock Draft 2 coming out, setting our scouting national focus. And like I said, we'll go into a very deep dive into all the scouting and the negotiations, or at least the first round of negotiations during the bye week. Now, this is the trade deadline week too as well, so I got to make a decision on if I'm going to trade Samson or Bukum. Let me know what you guys think down below. Is it worth trading him and letting Dayo Odubingos get the start, or, and letting him finish out the rest of the season and trying to get like a 3rd round or 4th round pick for Samson if I don't plan to re-sign him? Or should I re-sign him and, see if he's a better trade bait later? Because, I mean, right now he is leading the team in sacks. He's our biggest pressure guy. Dayo Odubingos, I think, could replace his production, though, because he did great when he had to come in and play for Samson when he was hurt for multiple weeks. So let me know what you guys think down below. And, we'll make adjustments to the series accordingly, man. Let me know what you guys think about that option for us. And I hope you guys are being enjoying the videos. It's been your boy SGG, aka the King of Games, aka SmooveGotGame, aka Coach Cooper. And I'll catch you guys in the next one, man, where hopefully we end that video with a 2-game winning streak like this one and go up to 8-1. Catch you guys in the next one. I'm going for the day. Later.